This is Eric Kalizik with All Corners Home Inspections. There are a multitude of challenges in this single-family homes crawl space here in southwest Corvallis, Oregon. Do our best to detail those challenges here. First challenge that we'll note is that there's no vapor barrier on the ground. Substantial amounts of atmospheric moisture can pass through the ground level and can be prevented by an intact vapor barrier. And that air can pass directly through, in this case, an uninsulated floor. Working from our ground up, there is no sufficient, the support structure underneath this home is insufficient. We have wood blocks, directly untreated wood blocks adjacent to and touching concrete stem wall, an unengineered pier underneath that structure. The girder to which that is attached is not secured. As we move our way to the left here, in this incomplete crawl, I will note that the pad just beyond the frame here, behind that length of uninsulated ductwork, which is also resting on the ground, the pad is wood. That wood pad is resting directly on the ground as well. These girders are sagging that we're making note of and have been sheared over time, but shearing these girders isn't going to do much good when they're actually physically overspanned by probably 2 to 3 feet. The ductwork is in contact with the ground and in poor condition, rusted, and actually blown out in a couple of locations. Recommend replacement of that ductwork. There's no insulation in between the floor joists. The gas lines and water lines are uninsulated and undersupported. And we have 2 reasons for not crawling in this crawl space. First is that we have unsecured electrical wires in the crawl space that presents a significant threat to life and property. You can see in the distance there, we focus in on this. In the distance there, you can see a spliced length of electrical wire. Should I hook my foot on that and that come in contact with the ductwork, that entire ductwork becomes conductive and will electrocute anybody touching it. There's also a cat in the crawl space, and even though the cat may be a nice animal, we're not going to take our chances and crawl on a space and have to deal with an angry animal. In order to crawl in this crawl space, we will need an all clear from a licensed bonded pest control company indicating that the crawl space has been buttoned up and is ready for human occupation. We'll also require a crawl space vapor barrier to crawl in this space as well. This has been Eric Kalizik with All Corners Home Inspections.